Parabolic, hey chycho, the problem is, even with all the examples you mentioned about the Western world sinking, people from less fortunate parts of the world would still look at that as not so bad. Because, for example, the thing you said about that hospital being full and having patients in hospital halls and not in rooms, man, that's a very typical typical day in here where I'm from. Add lack of medicine, add poverty, add poor procedure, add lots of things. Really, I agree with you, parabolic, I agree with you, sure, but it's like investing in a stock, right? Like, I look at it from an investment perspective, like from data, right? Or do you want to buy into a company that the trend line is this, or do you want to buy into a company where it has bottomed out and slowly it's doing this, and some of it not so slowly doing this? If we look at Russia, for example, last year the World Bank classified Russia as the fourth largest economy in the world, right? Before that they were number 12, less below Canada, 12 or 13th, below Canada. And in 1 year they revised the data and went from number 13 to number 4, right? So if I was an investor 2 years ago and I was looking at the trend lines, right, I would not have invested in Canada, not by a long shot. I wouldn't invest in Canada now because the trend line is this. I would have been, and we've talked about this for the last 6 years, I guess. Russia, Russia, Russia. I would have invested in the Russian company because the Russian company was doing everything that was right, right? The allegiances, the trade deals, the move towards being part of the global community, not demonizing everyone for the stupidest thing such as the woke ideology. You would have invested in Russia if you were an investor because that stock was going to go up, and it did. It went from number 13 below Canada to number 4, while Canada is going down to now number 14, or I don't know where Canada is now. It's garbage. It's still going, like it's not going to stop, right? That's the key. So wherever you are, sure, there's places that are bad. Why are they bad? Some places, well, here we'll take Gaza as an example. Trump is 100% correct. Gaza is a demolition zone. Gaza, it's not, you can't live there. The United Nations came out 5 years ago and said Gaza is inhabitable. You can't live in Gaza. The water supply, the food supply, everything, right? Before all this crap happened, right? Yeah, lots of people dying in Gaza. It's a violent place. But Trump didn't come out and say, oh yeah, it's because of all that, because we supported it, because we provided military arms training support for the Zionists to demolish Gaza, kill tons of people, destroy the water supply, prevent food from going in there, and starving people without any medicine, right? Now Trump didn't clarify that the reason Gaza is like that is because of the Western world, right? So you have to look at where you are and go, okay, what's our situation like? Why is it like that? Who's doing it to us? Is it an internal problem or is it an external problem? Most of the world, take a look at Libya. It had the highest standard of living in all of Africa, that you could fit the United States, you could fit China, you could fit Italy, you could fit Germany, you could fit Canada. Like, this map doesn't show it properly. Africa is like this, it's huge, right? Libya had the highest standard of living in all of Africa. Free education, free healthcare, housing, $50,000 for families that got married. They were going to buy a house and have kids. You get allowances for kids. Highest standard of living, better than most Western countries. And United States, France, Canada, Italy annihilated it 12 years ago, 14 years ago, right? Destroyed it. Libya, I don't know if the open slave markets are still there, but It's a war zone. It's like three different factions. Russia's going in there, Turkey's in there, France isn't still, the United States is still active in there. It's become a hellhole. Why did it become like that? Right? Why did it become like that? It wasn't an internal thing, it was external pressures. So what needs to happen is those external pressures have to be eliminated. How are they going to be eliminated? Are they going to be eliminated by people from Libya moving to the United States or moving to Canada to have better health care? That doesn't help anyone in Libya if you continue to support this bullshit, right? So I feel for people, really. I feel for people, but we have to have a bigger picture in mind, because what the United States, what Israel, what EU have done to Gaza with the help of Turkey, right? What they've done to Gaza, what they did to Libya, Libya, what they're doing in southern Lebanon, what they did in Syria, they want to do to all of us. It's just a slow burn some places, and some places it's fast. Again, do you want to invest in a country, in a company that is going up, or do you want to go down with the Titanic? It's just the way it is.